Hello, everyone, and happy Hump Day Wednesday. So today is June 15th, and so I wanted to uh, open up. Well, today my podcast is going to be about the platform that I use to record or do my podcast shows or record like now, pre-record. And so I'm going to take you guys through it from the beginning, from the start. Okay. All right. So basically, I love using StreamYard. StreamYard, there are other platforms that I use, but StreamYard, like it shows you here, is the easiest way to create professional live streams. Now, today I'm going to show people how how to use it, just the basics. I usually will do a training class for, StreamYard, but today I'm just going to offer you guys some information and some quick techniques of how to use it if you decide you want to use this platform. Because generally, if you're a person that actually manages it behind the scenes, it's a lot that you do behind the scenes that people don't know. Okay. So right now, for instance, I'm on a home page. So I'm going to go ahead and log in. But before I log in, if you have read already, StreamYard is a live streaming studio in your browser, which means it's online in your web browser. You can interview guests, brand your broadcast, and a lot more. Then you can stream directly to Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, other platforms like Twitch. You can stream to groups, and depending on what plan that you have, says how much it costs. All right. So right now, I'll just go to the pricing so that you can see. They do have a free plan. All right. Now this is based on annual costs, and you can go back later and see what it would cost you monthly. But basically, if you pay for it at a year, you pay it at $39 a month. All right. Which they're telling you save for a year. If you do the basic plan, you're saving $60, or you can stick with the free plan. The thing with the free plan is that they're going to brand on your channel. So, just keep in mind that's StreamYard will have their icon on your stream soft when you're live. So that's what that means. So basically, I'm going to log in with my account, which I tell everybody I use Gmail, Google for everything, and they're going to email my email account. So I'm going to go here and let me get that information real quick. While I get that information, here it just came in. So I'm going to put the code in that it sent me, and then it's going to log in. So they are very high on security. Okay. So let's see. Let me get my face back in the screen here. All right, you all. So basically, I am logged in to StreamYard, and this is what it looks like. If you have a StreamYard and you are hosting an account. All right. So basically, I'm going to just act like I'm going to I'm just going to dive right into it. You can, so basically, you guys, they have pads. You can look at your past broadcasts that you've done, or you can go ahead and create a new one. These are some that I had. Stuff that you save, they'll always be here. You can always go in there and pre-set up for a consultation or podcast you plan on having. You can preset it up and it'll sit here until you open it back up. But I'm going to go ahead and let's go ahead and create a new broadcast. One feature that they did just bring in new, which is probably about a couple months ago or a few months back, is that you can use a pre-recorded video. Maybe it was at the beginning of the year, but I remember that this was a newly launched feature that they offer, and that you can go back and stream a pre-recorded show. All right. So basically, let's act like we're going to go in here and create a new podcast show. So basically, if depending on the plan you have, you can either have, I think it's up to 3 places or 10. All right. And you can choose all these places. I can go on my personal page if I want to. I can go on my business page. This is one of my clients that are in my software. If I want to go live on my clients' pages, I can. That's because I am an admin. Because I'm an admin of their pages, I can go live in place of them. So, you have Signature Contingent. I have Tisa Edge, Hope for Tomorrow Deliverance Center, Lifestyle Plus. These are some of my clients that I do manage behind the scenes when they need things. Box Fit Fitness, McCoy's Old Landmark, Pen to Pen Multimedia, Brandon Marcello Event Planning, Corporate to Creatives. Listen, you guys go and follow some of these people. You can stream on LinkedIn. It said you've hit the limit. So basically it's telling me I can't add anymore. So I was just clicking to show you guys that you can stream on all these platforms. Also LinkedIn and YouTube, as well as Twitch. No one knows what Twitch is. It's another streaming platform. Mostly people who are into gaming, they use Twitch, but you can also stream your podcast on that channel, and that channel is like you have to be online at that time, and then they'll allow you to leave that podcast on their network for 2 weeks. All right, so this is something. So today I'm just gonna go in here and do pre-record. All right, so record. I'm going to record only. This will also, once you record it, it'll also be saved, okay, in your past broadcast. And then when you're ready to go live with that, you can use that pre-recorded show that you may have done last week or whatever you did it the day before or earlier that day. And then you can launch it like it's going to be a brand new podcast. So I'm going to just title this is StreamYard training. Okay, well, I'm going to call this StreamYard training today. And I always like to date everything because you might want to come back later on and, well, I ain't gonna put it in the title, but I will name my file with it. But I'll say StreamYard training with BG Promotions Inc. Well, I'm gonna say StreamYard training with the marketing motivator. All right. And so we're going to go ahead and create the broadcast. So what it's going to do is bring you into a studio. I can have up to 10 people inside of my studio. So it's not like Zoom. Like people compare it to Zoom. It's not like Zoom. Okay. Zoom actually allows you to have unlimited people inside of a room. This is more intimate. But what you can do is you can invite 10 people into a room and all of y'all can go live together. Well, for the package that I have, you can have up to 10. I think it depends on how many you can get in there. But when you get to this point, you haven't entered the studio. So you have to display, your name that you want to show. Usually I tell people, if you have a business, name it your business. We're going to go live. So you can name it your business or, your personal name or whatever you want to display your name as. That's the name that's going to be displayed if you go live or if you do a pre-record or anything like that. But here you can test your mic to make sure your mic is good. You can do all your settings are here. The general settings are here, your camera. You can test your audio. Like you see it shows you here. Your speaker, you can test your speaker. It'll say, can you hear that? So it tests your speakers pretty good. You can hit this button to cancel out any echolation that could happen during your show. Virtual background, you can pick different backgrounds now. This is what I love now. This is something that they have added. But you can change your background just like I have. Looks like I'm actually inside of a room somewhere that has a piano and a couch. So these are things that you can actually do with StreamYard. These are new features that they have started. So, and then You can do your hotkeys or here, the mute, the camera. These are shortcuts that teach you how to use the device while you're online. And this will just to be accounted for your guests. See viewer comments. You can check if they want to see viewer comments or play any sounds when they enter. This lets you know when they come into the studio. So we're going to go ahead and enter it into the studio. And we are now inside of the studio. And this is I love this part right here. So you're in the back. On the right hand side are really your tabs that you want to use. This is your comment tab, your banner tab. These are all pre-banners that I've written from past shows. Some are still there. I think they let you get up to maybe 100 of these things. But these are things that you wouldn't see if you're on the other side. The only person who's going to see these tabs is the person that is hosting the show, which is usually behind the scenes. All right. So then you have your banners. This is your banners. Your banners, your next tab is your branding. Your branding. Now, this is where you can put your brand color here. You need to know the number, all right, of that. So you can go in so that, you can go here and just try to fill around the color. But if we call this the hex code. And there is those are ways to find out your hex code. What your exact hex code is. I actually can use something like Canva or Photoshop, which I'm going to be doing a training on Canva, a little brief training on Canva coming soon. But this is most important is your brand color. This is, if you're using it for your business, you want to use it for your branding. And then it gives you all these themes. This is how they show your name. So basically, you'll see mine's in a bubble, but they have it like this in a minimum. So I'm going to show you guys, when I go on screen, what this looks like. Then here, these are logos. See, when I manage other people's podcasts, I'll add their logos so I can use them in the podcast. But if you click on them, it would appear there. If you have the free StreamYard package, StreamYard will have this logo up there all the time, and it cannot be removed if you do the free version. Otherwise, if you pay for it, you can remove it, but otherwise you just display your logo there. You can put your logos there. This is where your logo will display always there. Okay. This here is called the next on the right panel here. The next thing is what you call overlays. I can make these because I know the windows and the sizes and everything. But this is also if you do the free version, this is their banner. Live with StreamYard and StreamYard Live Show. Now, they'll let you remove it, but you would be using their brand, okay? Otherwise, you can create your own. These are some I've created for myself. These are some in the past. I use these sometime, I don't. In the past shows, I really haven't used them much, but content is everything. So this is how you brand yourself, just like this. So these are, like I said, some things I've done. The banner here, I actually had an assistant that actually, she knew how to create this banner. She knew how to figure out the size and the windows and how to fit it. All right. Then you have your video clips, and I'm going to come back to the video clips. I'm going to scroll all the way down. And this is a new thing that they've done. Background music. So, you invite people to a podcast and behind the scenes, or you want to have a meeting with someone, you now can select music to play just like this. And you can pick any of these here, okay? And you can control how loud or how low, okay? And it'll loop. If you click this button, it just loops until, while people are waiting patiently. All right. So then I'm going to come here. This area is the background. This is what this window is. This window is the sizes of 1900 by 1080. It is your video, your regular video or YouTube screen, the size of a thumbnail. So basically, when I create banners for StreamYard, streaming shows. So these are some of the banners that I've created, These were set when no one is in the studio. You can preview any banner. So these are past banners that I have. Some I haven't removed, but I'm just going through them so you can see how they are sized inside of the windows. Now, if you have the free, they're going to have this one here. This is their free one. So you would have to, I'm not sure on the free if they allow you to upload a background. I think they do, but I created my own plain white background before. And so, but that's how you get your backgrounds. When you're inside of this window, you're inside of the studio, then that means the background will not appear. All right. So I'm going to come back again to the videos because I'm going to talk about that here. So what I'm about to do now is add myself. So let's just go right here. Go back to my original background. So what I'm going to do now is add myself to the stream. When your guests come in, all your guests would line up down here at the bottom and they would be grayed out like I am here. No one can see anybody. No one can see each other. The only person that can see is you because you're the one that hosts the show. So you'll be able to see everybody. No one can see anyone until they're actually inside of this window, which is actually entering the studio. Okay. So basically, I'm going to add myself to the studio and voila. And I still have a background in there. So I can actually go in here into settings if I want to go ahead and change my background. All right, so I'm gonna put myself here because I like the piano just for now. But this wasn't here. StreamYard has really leveled up because before I had to have a green screen in order for that to work. And y'all remember what my background originally looked like when I logged in. But now I was saying, when you get into this window, now you see this, my name, BG Promotions Inc. Let me scroll back up. Now we're still in the brand panel. I'm gonna scroll up. This is where you can change the theme here. You can put this way or that way or that way. And it's gonna be around your brand color. And if you don't want your name to show, then you just turn it off here. All right. So that's how that feature works. So let's go to, before I go talk about the video panel, let me just go here. Oh, I'm on. So before I go into this video panel, video clips is what they call it. You can also loop those. Before I go there, let's talk about the private chat. Say that you're live and all your guests are in the room with you and you have clicked them all in, which, that's, I do, like I said, I do private training to really break this stuff down. I'm just giving you an overall today. But you can send them private messages here. Everybody can see that. Everybody can at least see the private messages tab in behind the scene. And you can send them a private message and they can send you here. That's how you can talk to everybody. During the podcast, when you've gone live, if you go to the comments, this is where the comments will come up. And then you will see them form. You will click it and it will add to the screen for, like I said, the people that are always guests, they can't see what you see. You have to click on the comment, just like I just did. Live viewer comments show up StreamYard. This is an example. This is an example. Click on a comment to show it on the screen. Then you hide it back. And they come in the order. When they come in order. So then you can just constantly add it to just like that. All right. Lastly, the last thing I want to talk about today is the video clips. These are all pre-made. I build commercial ads, and these are all pre-made. And all I do is, if I'm doing a podcast show, I can click on whatever commercial that I want to play. For instance, I'm gonna click on this, and it's gonna show us like 10 seconds. And then I'm going to disappear. But when I come back, I'm going to still be in the screen. All right. Boom, and we're back. And that's how that works. So I'm, imagining that you have comments coming in. You got click on the comment button, add the comment. While you got the comments, you got to go to the banners. So let's go back to and let me hide that. Then you got to go back to the banners. So let's say I'm gonna put a banner up. This banner is, we call a ticker. All right, these run across the screen during your show. All right, or you can just hit this here, which is actually just the tab. So if I go out here, it's going to ask me, do I want it to be a banner? This is just a banner, or do I want it to be a ticker where it scrolls across the bottom like this? Okay, so you can do both. You can have the ticker and you can have the banner running across. So just imagine you got banners, you got comments going on, you're showing this. Let's say you forget to take the comment and you go hit a banner. The banner is going to show up, but the ticker is going to still show at the bottom. But if you hit the banner, it's going to take away the comment. But if you click off that banner and this here, it relieves the comment by itself. Okay, like you see. So going back again to the brand panel where all your branding is, this is where you're in and out. So just say I'm going to do a series of commercials. So I'm going to play just a brief couple of commercials real quick. And I'm not going to be in the screen this time. It's going to be my background banner. The background banner is there because I'm doing a series of commercials. So to keep it professional, when that commercial ends, it sees the back banner and not all these people in the room, because that's what's not professional. So I'm going to show you what I mean. So I'm going to remove myself and I'll be back. When my life influencer, Tisa Edge, says, hire your weakness so you can focus on your strengths. That means if marketing is not in your niche, you need to hire someone that can handle your marketing while you can focus on your passion and your dream. That means hire BG Promotions Inc. to handle your marketing. BG Promotions Inc. Through me, they see you. It's go time. And I'm back just like that. So I removed the background banner because I knew I was going back in the screen. So that's basically how that's just a briefing on how StreamYard works. It is really hard to be able to work a panel, work a StreamYard behind the scenes and be on the podcast. So it's good to be able to have someone that can manage it behind the scenes. So basically, I just wanted to show you just a brief on just the basics on how to use StreamYard. If you are interested and want to learn more and go deeper, you can contact me on my website. Go to bgpromotionsinc.com. You can send me an email at email@bgpromotionsinc.com. Right there down, scrolling is my website domain information and my email down below. So just do an example now. But definitely get in contact with me. I hope that you find that this video can help you. If you have questions, leave them. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Leave me a comment and please share with someone else. I appreciate you tuning in and have a blessed day. And that is how I'm ending this show, so that you guys see how I go out, download the recording and the audio clip, and that's it. Now you got a copy of it. and you can now share it on all your platforms, and as well as the audio clip. So, and that is it. My time has come to an end for today. Have a blessed day. Remember, through me, they see you. It's go time. Peace.